My,
Okay. All right. So in terms of what we really want in a home, what's important to us, I know for me, like I mentioned a million times to you before, area is key. I really want to be in an urban, gentrifying neighborhood, and since Charlotte is just known for its beautiful, dense canopy, I absolutely have to have trees.
that's very true, because I've seen you walk into houses, go straight to the backyard, and even though the house is beautiful, say, this isn't the one.
No, absolutely. I mean, it's just I was raised around a dense canopy in my parents' house and in places where I've lived, and so for me, it's important to feel like I'm in a park, even though I'm in the middle of a city. Also, when I see a house, I want it to have a really inviting front porch, because growing up and even still, my parents sit on the front porch and they'll rock in the rocking chairs and play the guitar and talk. So I want an inviting front porch setting. Also, when I walk into the house, I just have to have that refreshing old home smell that just kind of oozes that the home has a story to tell and has a history that's really important to me, which is reflective in what I do for a living now. And I love a fireplace just right as the focal point when you walk in. You know, I'm creatively inspired by my surroundings and have a pretty artsy personality. So I love a lot of character in a home. You know, exposed brick, a really neat fireplace, you know, wainscoting and exposed trusses, just all those kinds of things that I think are really important and help inspire me in my day-to-day work. And I know you have things that you do as well.
For me, I would say my number one unbreakable rule for a house is it can't be more than 15 minutes away from my work.
Yeah.
I won't even look at a house that's further than 15 minutes away from my work, because I'm not going to spend my mornings and my afternoons in a car. It's just not the way I want to spend my life. It's not the way I want to spend my days. Number two on my list would probably be energy efficient. I don't want to have a house that's 20 rooms and we're only going to use 4.
Yeah.
So I'd like something that's, you know, well insulated. It's the size that we need, but not too big.
That makes sense, because as soon as we go into a house, you, like a weirdo, go in the attic and look at the insulation.
Yeah. But that's the kind
Which
of stuff
is good.
that I like.
And you want it to be shaded, so you as well like the trees.
Shaded, shaded with the trees. I like big windows, but that are, you know, up to date and energy efficient windows. And I'd really like to see maybe an updated HVAC system or something like that really can keep the energy bills low.
Yeah. Natural light, so we cut down on actually.
Natural light, so we don't have to turn on a lot of lights. Yeah, absolutely. After that, I'd really love to see a workshop or some detached building where I could work on some small projects around the house and do just little, you know, whatever comes in my brain at the time. And also a nice space to brew a little beer.
Yeah, and I want a space so I can no longer ruin countertops and carpets, and I could actually have a studio for my jewelry business instead of just being spread all over the place all the time.
Right.
A place to sit out back. We've got to have a place to sit out back.
Absolutely, and maybe a place to sit out back and even look at our garden, because I would love to have a backyard that has a garden.
So we can grow our own food.
Something where we can grow our own food, and wouldn't it be awesome? I mean, farm to table is cool.
Yeah.
Backyard to table is cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would love to be able to grow, prepare, and consume food within a quarter-acre space. I mean, that just seems like such a cool concept to me. And to that point, I think we both want a big kitchen.
Yeah.
A place where we can both cook, not step on each other's toes.
Yeah.
Maybe prepare some food, or even preserve some food, put them in jars, and then have a pantry space big enough for storing.
To accommodate all that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think we
Other than that, I think, we're pretty easy after that.
Yeah, after 5 minutes of explaining what we have to have, we're so easy. Yeah, I guess we pretty much hit everything.
I think so. I think that was probably